Hello everyone, this is Ultima at RunYo.com, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to splice images into walls. For the sake of this tutorial, I borrowed the founder of RunYo, his custom shard logo revelations, and I've extracted it from its background and doctored up the color, removing all the blacks and true white. And I'm going to use this to show you how to splice images into wall tiles. So some other things that you need is a wall face isolation, which I provided these in the custom art section under Odom's developer files. And I got a grid wall over here I'm going to use just to teach. I also have a normal wall. But to start with, you need to know how big you want your image. This image, if I were to take this wall and paste it on here, you can see it's incredibly large, and which you could use that, but you would have to repeat this process many times. And in game, you'd have to stack your walls to create. You could have an enormous logo. It just depends on how big you want it. But what I do to figure out my math is I check the canvas size of my wall face isolation, which my current width is 22. And on my logo, I want it to be about double width of a wall. I want it to be cut in half, and have one wall for the left side, one wall for the right. You could do it into 3 walls, 3 by 6, something like that. It's up to you. But I'm going to do mine 2 walls. So what I do is I first have to resize my image, which we said the width was 22. So I'm going to double it and make it 44. I want to maintain aspect ratio, and that'll protect the height. So there we have it. And when resizing, you can your colors can be affected. I'm going to doctor this image up a bit, make it a little bit cleaner. There we go, this will be usable. Alright, now what we need to do is create a new canvas. I want to make it oversized black, and then I want to extract my logo, Orion's logo rather. I'm going to copy this. I need a new layer above my canvas here. I'll call this logo. I'm just going to paste that directly onto that layer. The next thing I need is my wall face isolation. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to select the entire thing. Rather, I'm going to select the black part and invert. This will give me just my green outline. Which all this is what I've done is I've extracted the face of a wall, and I've skewed it to be square. Like so. And I've extracted this face and pasted it as its own image, so I can quickly do this over and over. But now that I have this line selected, I want to return here and create another layer. and I'll call this one, or left, and then another layer for the right side. Alright, now I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to come to the left side. I'm going to crop my canvas down a bit. I don't need all this material. Now on my left side, I'm going to paste my selection, and I'm going to center it, making sure I don't lose any of my image here, like so. And select none. Then I'm going to repeat the process on the right side, but I'm going to overlap the squares. Let me zoom in a bit so you can see this. There we go. And then I'm going to return to the logo, and I'm going to center it a little bit better. And there we are. Now that I have that done, I can return to the left wall. Use the magic wand to select the background and invert. Now that I have this centered, I'm going to merge this layer. Turn off these and merge visible. There we are. Alright, so on my left wall, now I'm going to clear rather, the green line. I don't need that anymore. It's just my reference point. I'm going to return to the background, and then I'm going to copy that. I'm going to create a new canvas to hold this, and I'm going to paint that white so you can see the background here. There we are. And that one's ready to go. Now I'm going to do my other side real quick. Reselecting the background, invert, and delete key for clear. And I'm going to return to my background where the logo is, and I still have my selection and it's precise. I'm going to copy that, make me a new canvas to hold this. Paste that. Crop it down a bit. So there, now we have the two halves. But now I want to put these on my wall. So what I have to do is I have to skew them. Since this is a wall face isolation, it's going to be precise. So I go to my deformations and skew 45 degrees. And then I'll crop this down. And then I have to repeat the process for the other half. .45 degrees. I'm going to crop this down. Then we have the two halves. So now that I have this, or you can use this, probably be better to use this. If you just wanted just the logo by itself, you could position it here, and then on a new layer, and then invert, and then just paint everything black, and you would just have this floating shield. But I'm going to prepare it to where it's on a wall. Select my background and invert, copy that selection, and now I'm going to paste it onto my wall. And I want my alignment. I'm I'm sorry. I'm going to create a new layer here on this image. I'm going to paste that onto the new layer. I want it to be just at the bottom. If I zoom in here, you can see how I aligned. There we are. So to put it on the wall, I'm just going to delete the background here. And there you have it. That's one wall. And then I'm going to go to the other one and repeat the process. Let's save this as logo 1. I'm just going to back up and reuse this wall. You know, Control Z. I'm just backing up to the point where I pasted it. Now I'm going to grab this one. Same process, align. There we have it. And then I'm going to delete the black background. And save this as wall 2. Logo 2. Bitmap. There you have it. Now I could put these walls together in game and you would have your shield, which I can show you what it'll look like. On my canvas. And that's what it would look like in game. There you have it. You could, as long as you don't have black or white in your image, you could have, which, I mean, you can adjust the colors and make sure you get rid of all your blacks and your true black. Which, if you watch my other tutorials, I explain why the color values you're allowed to have. That's the lowest black. That's the highest white. But you could have it. You could really put anything on the walls that you wanted. You could have a photograph of yourself, a website, a logo like this. Really anything you want, as long as you don't use black or white. But I hope this has been informative and enjoy.